You reveal in the book that you were sexually abused from the ages of 6 to 12.
Yes.
Yeah, by a female family friend who was just a year older than you.
She was being abused as well.
As well. And you didn't tell anyone for 6 years. You finally told your parents when you were 12 while you were driving home from a visit with the family. How did the abuse affect your life? And you have a 7-year-old daughter now.
I do. And I'm very protective of her.
I can imagine.
Because I think of my 7-year-old self and wanting to really just say something, but also I grew up in a Southern Baptist home, you know, so it was a sin if I felt anything sexual or did anything sexual, and I didn't really understand what was going on, but I was the victim. And I allowed it to happen. I protected it from happening to other people. But I knew that something was wrong, and I needed it to stop because it was really holding me back as a child to feel like a child.
You didn't allow it to happen. It happened.
It happened.
Okay.
It happened, and I needed to accept it, and I needed to say it out loud. And so I wrote it in my book so parents could be aware that it can happen to the closest of people in your lives, and just to keep a watch on your child. And for anybody that's experienced sexual abuse, I think it's important to confront the abuser if you can, because the beauty is in forgiveness, and that's how we let go. That's how we use that pain to be stronger.
Yeah. That's why this book is so important, and kudos to you. It's an incredible read.
When I recorded the audiobook, I was like weeping.
Yeah.
So in the audiobook, you will hear me cry. I wanted to put a disclaimer on it and say, pull over.
Well,
this chapter is a tearjerker.
That's the only way I can read them, and I'm listening to you, and it's really
well, you will
quite
experience
good.
it.
I'm all right with that. Now, you just mentioned being sober, and you write that you started taking pills as a teenager, and then you got abused alcohol when you were older for many years, trying to numb everything. I just wanted to say to you, you know, there are a lot of us that have that story, that have done this and tried to find our way. So it is great to see you sober.
Thank you.
It's great to see you shining.
And my pills were diet pills because I thought I had to be skinny.
Because you thought you had to be skinny.
It's just something else.
Yeah, it's just the pressures of the world. We don't have to allow those demons to hold us down from being who we are. We can let those demons go and walk in our own, in our own truth and own it. Yeah.
It's true. Well, you write about being on a downward spiral, and in 2017, you woke up from a Halloween party that you had at your house, and you said you needed help. So
yes, and I was Willie Nelson. and Willie is one of my dear friends.
Oh my gosh! Is that your husband, Waylon?
It's so good.
I wrote Willie. I was like, I'm you for Halloween.
It's so
He's
good.
like, I get a kick out of you, Daisy, because he calls me Daisy.
Wonderful.
It's so good.
But that moment was a very hard moment for me, because that's when I realized I wasn't being the parent that my parents were to me. And in raising my children, I was not present. I couldn't even tell you who got them ready. And for me to miss out on those beautiful moments, it just wasn't worth it. And I woke up and I surrendered and I gave it all away, and I truly, in that day, they had therapists come over, and I said everything. I've been abused, I've been this. And the therapist was like, a lot of people don't even say that through a year of therapy. One of the things.